Well, thanks for staying with us on Morning Express as we look to review situations in Rivers State. Following a court judgment and an ultimatum is issued by the Amahule-led assembly to Governor Siminalayi Fubara to represent the 2025 appropriation bill within 48 hours. This morning, joining us virtually from Rivers State is Right Honorable Prince Tonye Jeminimema, who is the Speaker Rivers State Leaders Assembly. Honorable Tonye, good morning to you. Can you hear me? Good morning to you, sir. Can you hear me? Well, whilst the connection is buffering and we're looking to... kindly check that you're not muted at your end, sir. Now, whilst Right Honorable Prince Tonye is taking our time to get himself set so that we can have this conversation, just to reiterate a few points raised, is the fact that the Amahule-led assembly is also saying that the House will proceed on a 12-week recess from Friday, regardless of if Governor Siminalayi presents the 2024 budget or not. And this has been looked at as to how it would resolve the issues in Rivers with the polity already heated. Now, if we have Right Honorable Prince Tonye Jeminimema's connection more stable, let's see if we can get his thoughts on this development. Good morning to you, Right Honorable.
Hello.
Hello, sir. I can hear you now.
Hello.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
My name is Honorable Ambassador Dr. Prince Tonye Jeminimema. I am the Right Honorable Speaker of the Rivers State Youth Leaders Assembly of Nigeria, an incorporated trustee.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you for...
With regards to the activities of Rivers State, the crisis in Rivers State, and as a follow-up of Supreme Court judgment, I want to make it very, very clear here that under Section 188, Part 2, of the 1999 Constitution further explains the process of impeachment of a governor and his deputy. But we are aware now that these House of Assembly members led by Martins Amewule, their agenda is not for the interest of the people of Rivers State, but for their personal interest. All they are after is to impeach the governor. That is their main purpose. Impeachment of the governor is their prerogative, their purpose at this point in time. But it is not easy to impeach a governor. There exists a lot, but it's only when there's bureaucracy, bottleneck, I get what I mean, that makes it impracticable in the case of Rivers State. It's only that they can impeach a governor.
Now, Right Honorable,
please,
Right
you should know that Martins Amewule and his committee of friends can sit and do their committee of friends meeting and discuss for the time being, and their impeachment threat does not hold water as it stands now, because the Rivers people will resist it.
Now, Right Honorable,
as it stands now, the governor has not done anything bad against the people of Rivers State. He has been executing projects, touching lives, all the developmental projects of His Excellency the Governor of Rivers State, Sir Dr. Siminalayi Fubara, is geared towards ensuring that Rivers people smiles. Look at the health sector, look at the educational sector.
Now, Honorable Tonye,
look at the road infrastructure.
Honorable Tonye, are you with me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? My question now to you is on the ultimatum, the 48 hours ultimatum. Are you listening to me, Honorable Tonye? Whilst you are certain that the ultimatum is geared towards impeaching the governor, is it logical to request that the budget be represented in 48 hours? Right Honorable Tonye, I know it's quite a very emotional subject for you, but let's...
I'm not hearing you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I'm not hearing you.
Take your time. I see you're trying to connect your earpiece. Once you're done, I think you'd hear me. Can you hear me?
I'm not hearing you.
All right, Honorable Prince, can you hear me?
Let us also understand at this point that there is a matter before the Federal High Court, instituted by the Right Honorable Speaker of the Rivers State Youth Leaders Assembly, Right Honorable Victor Okojumbo, and other members of the Assembly. The matter at the Federal High Court is specifically on defection issue. We are aware under Section 109 that talks about defection and its constitutional effects. As a member of the Rivers State House of Assembly, if you defect from a political party to another political party, automatically your seat is declared vacant. And that matter, as I speak, is before the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt, which matter was adjourned by the judge of that court to 30th of April 2025. Until that matter is resolved, Martins Amevule and his girls cannot sit and give directive to the governor of Rivers State, because the Supreme Court judgment does not include that the defection matter has been cleared by them. No, it has not been cleared by them. The matter is still in court.
Right,
it's in the Federal High Court, Port Harcourt.
Right, Honorable Prince.
Very clear.
I believe you can hear me now. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Well, we appreciate that you've made your position known on this matter, citing the cases before the Supreme Court. But in this matter, a lot of persons continue to say that the Rivers peoples are the one who would suffer the most, whilst there's ongoing back and forth between the governor and Mehule-led assembly is ongoing. In the interim, do you think that the Rivers elders can, much like we saw in the Lagos situation, provide a political situation, a resolution to this matter? Check your connection again, Right Honorable Prince. We seem to have lost audio from your end. Hope you're not muted at your end. Now, whilst Right Honorable Ambassador Dr. Prince Tonye Jeminimema, like he addresses himself, the Speaker of the Rivers Youth Assembly, makes his position known following the Supreme Court judgment and the ultimatum is issued by the Amahule-led Rivers Assembly to Governor Saseminalai Fubara, in which he's been given 48 hours to represent the 2025 appropriation bill. It is also met with a caveat. The caveat is that the Amahule-led Assembly would embark on recess from Friday for 12 weeks. Now, it is important to state the position of a budget and the spending of government. And whilst this is the case, the Governor Saseminalai Fubara yesterday in a press conference stated that he does not fear an impeachment from the Amehule-led Assembly. Now, whilst this is the debate, many are asking if the order of priority in River State is not the people now in this regard, or is it based on the seeming existence of a feud between the governor and this faction of the Assembly. Now, whilst the issues before the court are also including the defection of 27 lawmakers, big debates are on how the Rivers people would get governance in terms of the execution of projects as captured in the 2025 budget earlier presented to the Okojumbo Assembly. Now, if our connections at your end, Right Honorable Jeminimema, is better now, I'd like to find out from you how you believe the Rivers people would be able to stand for themselves in this regard. Kindly unmute yourself. You can barely make any sound from your end.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, better. I can hear you now. Carry on.
Fine. I said you can understand it very clear that the Rivers people and its residents are not comfortable. They are not comfortable with what transpired in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court seizing allocation that belongs to Rivers State is to rob the entirety of Rivers people. No normal thinking human being will do that. The governor of Rivers State has 99% mandate of Rivers indigenes. It's only 1% that Martin Amowile and his group are controlling. It is very clear that you have seized the allocation that belongs to Rivers State, blocking all the areas where the governor will derive funds to keep developing the state, where all the Rivers people are happy with him. Does that make sense? To me, it doesn't make sense. We frown at it. We are not happy at all of what has happened. We are not happy. All of us are aware what transpired 2 years ago at the Rivers State House of Assembly. Giving a judgment in favor of those people is totally robbing the entire Rivers indigenous of their rights and political mandates. I must be very frank here. We all are aware. The matter are all over social media. The CNN captured it. BBC captured it. Where this person, 17 lawmakers, officially defected to another political party. Hereafter they are referred to as All Progressive Congress, APC. The state chairman received them wholeheartedly, congratulated them, and gave a marching order that members of that party, APC, should see them as old members, not new members, and give them all the rights that do them as old members in line with the constitution. Thereafter, the state chairman and his executive, headed by Chief Tonye Okocha, took these 27 lawmakers to Abuja to meet with our dear father, His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to introduce them as members of APC. Don't forget, these 27 lawmakers were duly elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. I casted my vote that day during that contest. I casted PDP because PDP at that time was the order of the day. Till now, PDP remains the order of the day under the leadership of His Excellency, Sir Dr. Similalayim Fubara, GSS-ROS, the Executive Governor of Rivers State. The same people who performed that illegal actions were given a favor before justice. So may I look at it as a laughable thing in this entirety.
Right,
meaning that the judiciary no longer the hope of a common man, where you trust the judiciary.
Now the hope of a common man in Nigeria is the judiciary.
I'm coming. I'm taking it gradually so you understand how I arrive at the issue that you asked me. Ordinarily, judiciary initially was the hope of a common man, but now it's not like that again. I am afraid of going to court. If I have any issue with my friends now, I will want to settle it out of pressure, so I will not go to court. But I have confidence in the judiciary again. You are seeing the white and you are calling it black. We are not happy. As a youth leader, as commander-in-chief of youth leaders in Rivers State, I am not happy. I'm not happy at all. My followers are not happy. The entire youth of Rivers State are not happy with that judgment. That order given by the Supreme Court, acting that, declaring the authenticity of Martin Amowile and his team as the authentic Rivers House of Assembly, my brother, we will not take it. We will not accept that.
Now, right honorable,
we will not accept that.
Right honorable,
thereafter, in this note, I'm appealing to Mr. President to critically study that judgment. There are some judgments that will cause pandemonium, chaos.
It's on this cause of pandemonium and chaos I want to ask you my question. Because we're seeing all the videos coming out from Rivers, it may seem as though those loyal to the governor has hit the streets. Those loyal to Amahule-led assembly have also hit the streets, and They've been chanting songs
The
insulting.
people on the street,
Insulting
the people on the street are the people loyal. The people on the street are the people loyal to Martin Amawule. The governor that I know that's a peace-loving governor can never instruct his follower to go on the street. No, I disagree on that. Say I say so. As the youth leader of this state, say I say so. Have mobilized to cause chaos and pandemonium.
Those on the streets in your ward, those on your street in the streets in your ward are those loyal to Honorable Amahule and not the governor.
Not the governor. The governor is a peace-loving governor.
Now in this instance,
I so much love the, do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? I so much like the leadership style of His Excellency the governor. I must tell you the truth. He's always following the path of peace. If not the governor, if it's not Sir Dr. Siglala Infoban as governor of Rivers, let me tell you, Rivers would have been put into a direct fire where everywhere will be cracking and bombing. But the man is a man who has the fear of God, who decides to follow things according to the law, according to the 1999 Constitution.
Now, in this instance, many are asking, because we almost saw a similar situation in Lagos, but yesterday it was resolved for a political situation.
Who decided to follow the rule of law, who's not abiding, and he followed without doing that Your Excellency do this so that we have peace. He said, no, peace is the order of the day, and the man keep doing the peace.
Now, Right Honorable Tonye, the question now is, we've seen a similar issue.
I'm aware that Martin Amawule and his group, and his group have decided to mobilize people from the neighboring state.
No, hold on. Before we get to that, Right Honorable Prince Tonye, before we get to that, my question is, can we replicate what was obtainable in Lagos yesterday in Rivers? Do you think at this point, elders and elder statesmen in Rivers State can broker some political situation to resolve this issue between the governor and the Amahule-led assembly? Is it beyond repair? Well, whilst network is buffering, it's a question with 5 minutes left. I know it's quite emotional on the part of Right Honorable Prince Tonye Jeminimema as he looks to make his points. But in 5 minutes, I'm hoping you can tell us the position of
yes.
River State.
Yes. If Lagos matter can be replicated in Rivers State, you know what to ask?
Yes, please.
Let me clear that to you clearly.
Yes, please.
It is very clear. This matter is a political solution that can be resolved, just like the one of Lagos State. Supreme Court did not take any decision that will put the Lagos State in a state of comatose, pandemonium and chaos. No. No, the matter in Lagos State was a political solution, which I know can be tried in Rivers State. The governor, as a man I know, I've created all the atmosphere, conducive atmosphere for political solution to take total control of the crisis in Rivers State. But the other party have refused to let go. He has consulted major stakeholders to put an end to this issue of Rivers crisis. The other party have refused to follow suit. So what I want to appeal to them, or the only person that has that capacity and ability to end Rivers crisis, is the President and Commander-in-Chief, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCSR, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He's the only one that can put an end to this madness, knowing fully well that these 27 lawmakers, they are no longer lawmakers. He needs to call them to order. Let them go back.
Well, Right Honorable Prince Tonye, it may seem as though your network...
As the leader of all you leaders in Rivers State, the assembly, is the assembly that's headed by Victor Okojumbo. That's the only assembly recognized now by law, by Rivers people, by the entire Rivers, by 99% of electorates that voted these are people. They are only recognizing Victor Okojumbo as the only House of Assembly of Rivers State. The president is aware that what these 27 lawmakers are doing are against the 1999 Constitution. Is aware, as the chief law commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He can come into this matter and resolve this matter. Rivers State is the treasure base of Nigeria. If Rivers State is dead, Nigeria is dead. Let us be sincere. Let us call the state a state.
Now, right,
if there is no Rivers State, there is no Nigeria.
Right,
so now, it is now that Rivers people want to see the love President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has for them. To my hope, to me, as a youth leader, I want to advise the president to wade into this matter and tell the INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, to conduct a fresh election to fill in those 27 vacant seats in Rivers State. They are aware, the APC leadership, but they are aware, the Supreme Court is aware that these people actually defected from PDP, who gave them the mandate, to the APC.
Now, right,
and I thought they can never, they can never be.
Right on. I'm afraid this is as much as time would allow, and I'm very happy you left the best for the last in your appeal to Mr. President. Let's leave it there and hope that the president will listen to your appeal.
Let me also advise His Excellency the Governor.
This is as much as time will permit. We appreciate you. We're hoping that we can revisit this conversation. Thank you very much.
I see you 6 minutes. I'm watching my time.
We have a commercial to take at this time, and that will be it. But we must appreciate you. Would extend our invitations to you when next we look to revisit this issue. We hope that before then, your appeal will be heard by Mr. President.